Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Solver Weekly Forecast. I'm Courtney Cassman.
And I'm Alison Maiden.
And people really want to know what the hell is happening with their psychic abilities. They have just been absolutely amplified recently.
Yes, well, you're saying yours are. Well,
yeah, definitely. Even more so. Yeah.
But honestly, it has been a bit of an inundation of, we've had a lot of solar flares.
Yes, which are
upgrades. Upgrades, and they're getting more and more in frequency and also in intensity.
Yes.
And then you're going to start getting things like your clairvoyancy will go through the roof. Your dreams will go full colour and really intense. Flashes of things that happen, before they happen.
Yep.
And you will actually also feel a lot of the clairsentient stuff. We're picking up on the world, and if when I was very young, when I started getting information or downloads from Spirit, they would give them to me through dreams.
Yep.
And I remember having a dream. I was on the side of a mountain walking among people, and I was only like a kid. I was 8 years old.
Yep.
And I was actually walking among a plane crash.
Wow.
And there were victims on the ground. And it was when a plane went to the side of a mountain in New Zealand.
Wow.
And it actually happened the night that I had the dream. So I was
you were there. Yep.
And a lot of that sort of stuff happens. So this is the sort of thing that may happen to you.
Yep.
Where your abilities are opening up and all these things are happening. So you're just becoming so much more aware, because it's almost like you're looking down on life here on Earth, and you're a part of everything. So you're becoming more of the universal energy, and you're becoming more aware of everything.
Absolutely.
Whereas before you might have been unawake, as we say, asleep and just in the matrix and doing your thing.
Yep.
Now you're kind of aware of everything that's going on. So let's ask, oh my gosh, is it going to get more intense?
Yeah, what can we expect?
What's going to happen to this? And are all your clairs going to be open? So meaning all of the 8 psychic abilities. And if you want to know more information about that, we've got some awesome reels that have
TikTok,
gone up.
Instagram and Facebook. We can pop them in Alison's.
All the clairs.
All the clairs.
To see whether or not you actually have all of them or just a few. It doesn't matter, because everybody has something, even if it's just one. But what we are doing now is looking at how we are evolving as a human race into a more psychic and more aware being, which is very exciting for the new future and the golden age. Now, a lot of the children that are being born in this last few decades have been born with the abilities.
Absolutely.
And you'll find that the ones that are being born now, unbelievable.
Yes.
So much more advanced.
100%.
They'll be talking, they'll be sitting up, they'll be doing all the things that they used to do in their past life. They'll remember all that stuff, whereas normally we would be sort of, memory wiped, if you like, before we come in. Yeah. Now they're coming in with all of that so that they have the heads up, and we need that at the moment because of the change happening so fast.
Yep.
The next 12 months, Court, here we go. So we have the Ace.
Another Ace.
Of Pentacles.
If you've been watching,
there's so
lots
many
of aces.
It's going to be a year of aces.
Yep.
It's an ace year.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too. I've been waiting for this for 20 years. This has come about because everything needed to sort of be pushed forward very, very intensely. And it's almost like a bit of a bottleneck.
Yeah.
So you're going to have those people in your life that will not be kind of understanding what you're going through. You need to seek out others that are like you. So get involved in meditation circles in your area or like-minded people. There's plenty of Facebook groups that are up that could help you with your questions. Please feel free to jump on ours, because people ask questions all the time.
Yes.
You can ask questions on this forum. And just be understanding that whatever is happening to you, you're not alone, okay? Because it can be very scary when you're going through this stuff.
Yeah.
But the next 12 months will really intensify with this, and you'll find a lot of people, there you go, the Divine Feminine is coming out, speaking about their experiences. And I've actually had particularly a lot of fellas been contacting me about their experiences. I love it. I love it. Because, I've been in this game a really long time. I've been doing this for over 40 years. And it used to be very female dominated in the past. And now it's just so fabulous to see that fellas are coming on board and embracing their natural gifts and natural abilities, which they all have, of course. So it's interesting that we've got the talking queen here, the one that doesn't hold back, the one that tells it how it is. And so you'll find a lot of people are coming clean about what they're experiencing. Are no longer in the closet. Everything's coming out.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. And look at this, finding the strength in it as well. Of course, it's always the way. If you feel like you're the only person going through something, you can feel really alone, you feel different. And I think you could probably relate to that a little bit, Court.
Definitely.
When you first came in and you were sort of saying, hey, I've never really had a lot of people to talk to about this in the past.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think this is important. Communication's so important. Get onto some really good programs, online programs. We've got some exciting news about that soon too.
Yes, yeah.
There's going to be, you're going to be able to sit in your lounge room and literally hear everything you need to hear, learn everything you need to learn without getting out of your favourite chair.
Yeah, I love
There
that.
you go.
Yep.
All right. Now, relationships are on the top of the pile here.
Wow. We've had so many of the relationship readings, and relationships are really important at the moment. Yeah.
Totally important. You will be bringing in a lot of soulmates.
Love that.
And don't forget that soulmates aren't always romantic.
Yes.
Sometimes they can be friends and they can be family members. But what I feel here is the soulmate connection is getting stronger and stronger as time goes on. We're going to seek that kind of connection that is not just a karmic connection anymore. In fact, we're coming to the end of karma. Now, that means that we're no longer going around and around in the circles of hurt and pain. So we're recognising it, we're understanding the lesson, and then the next time we move into a relationship, we're not taking the baggage that we used to have. And so therefore it's going to be easier and happier and just like all round terrific, rather than repeating the same mistakes over and over again. So relationships are very important in all of this. It's raising the bar, you guys.
Absolutely.
Wow. I think we've already been through. I actually felt this, you know. It felt like a little bit of a spiritual earthquake happened. It would have been a little while ago now, just recently, and it just overnight, it just felt like the Schumann resonance went mental, and we all kind of lifted somehow. It was a shift of consciousness, and I think people were just waking up going, what am I doing? Where am I? What's going on with my life? You know? And so that's already happened. So we're already through the worst of it, I suppose, and now it's just picking up the pieces and trying to understand what's actually happening. Look, you're going to find too that work is going to shift from being a burdened thing into a joyful thing, because you're going to enjoy what you're doing. And if you are on this spiritual path and you did come in as a light worker, you're going to be shifting from the mainstream mundane into more helpful ways of dealing with people and getting paid for it. Because, you know, your gifts and the things that you do for others should be equally remunerated and come back to you so that you can live like everyone else does. And this is saying that there's going to be prosperity for a lot of light workers here, because people are going to see their worth, whereas before it's always been, oh, well, you're a sage, you can give it for nothing.
Yes.
You should be set on a mountain and that sort of thing. Nothing ever happens for free. There's always an energy exchange in anything. And that's kind of funny because, you know, like if you look at it, people had to climb to the top of the mountain to get their answer. Well, there's the energy exchange.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
Now you just have to give some money across. It's much easier.
Yes.
All right. So here we have the Two of Pentacles in the home. Oh, see, now this is a little bit of an issue. So the Two of Pentacles is really a split. It's like dividing things, it's dividing money, it's dividing, and sometimes it can mean marriage breakups or relationship breakups, particularly if people live together. It's dividing of assets. So what we're seeing here is quite a few relationships that aren't going to cut it. So this is like the people are just on completely different wavelengths now. One person has woken up, the other one hasn't. It's like you just can't seem to make it work. So the imbalance of things will be very prevalent, okay, throughout this process. And either you will decide to stick it out and wait to see whether your partner will come with you, or you will end it. And it's really as simple as that. Okay, let's see what the governing card is around this. Moving on. Okay.
It's time.
Yeah. I think that a lot of you who've been sitting and waiting for a sign whether or not to move on, well, this is it. Take it as it's here. This is the Knight of Wands, which is moving house, moving in general, moving your whole life sometimes. But and you know what I really find, Court? I am one that I need to feel really vibrationally comfortable where I am.
Yes.
So I know that when I move, I need to be there. Spirit will put me there for a reason, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah.
Work to do. However, when the time comes to move on, I will feel really like I'm not sitting in it properly anymore. It just feels very uncomfortable to me. Now, it doesn't matter where I go, even in my own home, I'll feel uncomfortable. And that's the sign that you need to find someone new to be. Now, they will tell you where to go and where to be. It sits in here that the guys, you know, you go there and you think, yep, this is it. If it's coming to you in the back of your mind, if you've been there before and it keeps repeating, take notice of those messages. It's very, very important. Nothing ever happens by accident in the universe. Oh. Yeah. Look, be prepared. There'll be quite a lot of people who aren't prepared yet to accept the changes that are going on. And so you will get a little bit of backstabby stuff, especially from people around you, your close people, the people in your families, the people that you've been close to for years in your friendship groups. They just don't know what's going on with you. And they'll be saying, you've changed. And you can say, yes, I have. I'm meant to. We're all meant to evolve. The ones that don't want to evolve, they will sit back in their old patterns. And you'll be sitting there listening to them going, I don't care about this anymore. This stuff does not mean anything to me anymore. So, you know, you'll really feel it. We totally understand, been through it ourselves. We know where you're at. Just keep moving forward with like-minded people. Draw more like-minded people in and you will get through this enormous shift. Now, I can tell you for a fact that there's going to be a big happening this year around October. You will see a government or world leader here talking about spirituality.
I love that.
In a different way, not religion, but the overall picture of everyone accepting everyone else and how they should all be living in harmony. And we will see this on a world platform, which is terrific. I think this is an exciting time to be alive. I'm very excited about the future.
Me too. It sounds awesome. Thank you so much, Alison, for that beautiful reading.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for writing in all of your comments and questions. We love doing readings on them and getting some further insight on them.
Oh, absolutely. And welcome to the golden age.
Yes, welcome, guys. Awesome. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Lets us know you guys love the videos. Share, subscribe, and we will see you next week.
Bye.